this is extraordinary. I got them because of Cosmo and Wanda. I don't just like chuck my phone around. I mean, I do. Sometimes, like when I'm angry. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been here before. As you can probably tell by the title of this video, I am easily influenced by my favorite YouTubers. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some things that YouTubers convinced me to buy and telling you if I think that they were worth my money or not. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you also are easily influenced by YouTubers. Since I have a overall makeup YouTube channel and I watch a lot of makeup YouTube channels, a lot of this stuff is makeup, but there are some other things I'm going to be sharing with you guys that I have been influenced to buy. So if you want to see some things that YouTubers have convinced me to buy, then just keep watching this video. Starting with makeup, I'm going to start with the foundation that I'm wearing right now. The L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. So the YouTuber that convinced me to buy this was Kathleen Lights. She talks about this foundation a lot, and it's like, I guess, one of her favorites from the drugstore. So of course I had to get it. I have mine in the shade 400, which I'm not sure how light that is. I think it's definitely like in the first 3 shades. And I will say, I do think this shade's a little too light for me. Like, it's just like a little bit too light. And so I think the paleness of it has always thrown me off, and also the smell of it has always thrown me off. It's like, it has this like weird old lady smell that I wasn't expecting it to have, and the smell kind of stays, it kind of lingers. I'm not a big fan of scents like that in my foundation, so that's something I don't really like about it. But I'm gonna go with, this has not been worth it for me. Like, I don't think this is worth the hype that she's given it. For me, personally. I tried it again today, and it came out really runny, and I think that mine has gone bad, and I might be throwing it away after this video. For this first thing, I'm sorry, Kathleen, but I'm not a fan. And this is like such a popular foundation. Not a fan at all. Next, I have 2 bronzers. One of them I'm wearing, one of them I'm not. So the one I'm not wearing today is one of the Kiko Milano bronzers. This is the Ocean Feel bronzer in Natural Sienna. So the person that convinced me to buy this was Sophdoeslife. She has hers in the shade Warm Honey, and I have Natural Sienna, which is actually the darker shade. So, you know, maybe that's a mistake on my part. Maybe I shouldn't have bought the other shade, but they were sold out of Warm Honey, and it is limited edition, so I knew I was never going to get Warm Honey, so I just went for Natural Sienna. Now, it doesn't look bad on me, I will say. As long as I use a light hand and I use it with a foundation that's like a little bit darker, then it doesn't actually look that bad, which kind of concerns me, because then it makes me think that they didn't really have this available for all skin tones. Like, this is definitely not dark enough for someone with, like, dark skin, which doesn't make any sense to me. Is if the darkest shade can semi-work for me, who else is it actually working for? Because there's a lot darker people than me. Yeah, this was a $28 bronzer, and, like, yeah, you get a lot. Soph always talks about, like, the smell and, like, how good it smells, and, like, I just smell the plastic. Like, I know there's a vanilla, I know there's a vanilla smell to this, but I literally smell plastic. Like, I'm smelling, like, this metal plastic stuff that's all around it. Like, that's what I'm smelling. I thought eventually that smell would go away, but it hasn't. And so, since this is a limited edition thing, and, like, all Kiko products seem to be, like, limited edition, I personally don't really think it's worth it. Like, yeah, you get a lot of bronzer, and so if you like it, like, you've got a product to last you, like, a lifetime, which is awesome. But since it's limited edition, I find myself not using it that often because I don't want to, like, talk to people about it because they can't get it. Like, it's no longer available. It's a thumbs down. So the third thing is another bronzer. It's the bronzer I'm wearing today. It is my favorite bronzer. I know you guys hear about this all the time. I bought this because of Kathleen Lights, the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You guys already know, this is for sure a thumbs up. This is worth the hype. I would say mainly Kathleen Lights has talked about this, and she's the one that convinced me that I needed it. But also, like, every other influencer on the planet. Like, everyone's telling you this is good. So, like, come on. You gotta give it a try. It's definitely worth a shot. I actually have mine in the light bronzer. I was a little nervous to buy this because it is, like, $16. And for me, for a bronzer, I was like, yikes. I'm way more into bronzer now, so that doesn't seem like too much. But this bronzer's been so worth it. Like, it is such a good bronzer. But when people say that this bronzer is amazing, they mean it. Like, it's amazing. That one is definitely a huge thumbs up. I love it. Now I have two blushes to talk about, just like real fast. The first one is the Burt's Bees blush in Bare Peach. Bare Peach isn't exactly the shade that was talked about. This, of course, is Kathleen Lights. She used to always rave about the Toasted Cinnamon, I think that's the shade, of the Burt's Bees blushes. I think she has the Bare Peach one too, but she always talks about Toasted Cinnamon. When I looked at Toasted Cinnamon, I was like, ooh, that's a little dark. Toasted Cinnamon definitely is too dark for me, so like I could never wear it. So I went ahead and got Bare Peach, and I used to love this blush. Like, I used to wear it all the time. I mean, genuinely, there's like really nothing spectacular about it. It's just a peach blush. The color is beautiful, and like I think they're a little expensive. I feel like they're like $9.99 or something. I don't know. I have found a lot of blushes that I like better, like a lot of just plain powder peach blushes that I like better than this. I need a drink. Bamboo. I feel like the attraction of Burt's Bees is that they're very natural products. I'm pretty sure it says 100% natural on here. I don't 100% know what that means though. But I think they're supposed to be like a little bit better for your skin and like not so like chemically, maybe. I think that's the attraction of Burt's Bees. And so yes, in that way I would say it's worth it, but honestly it's just a blush. It's just a blush. But the next blush is not just a blush. It is the Bare Minerals Bounce and Blur in Coral Cloud. This is not just a blush. Like, look at this. This is not just a blush. This is gorgeous. This is extraordinary. This is a recommendation from Sophdoeslife. I think you guys are getting to learn who my YouTubers are. It may not look like much on my gross hands, but like this blush is so beautiful. It's the one I'm wearing today. It is light, but like the formula of it is so unique because it's kind of like a cream to powder, but it has like a little shimmer in it. And I don't know if that's just this color or like all of the colors have that little like sheen in them, but it is so nice, and I feel like it just gives like a healthy glow. I already loved blush, but Sophdoeslife was like not a big fan of blush up until I feel like recently, and this was one of the first blushes that she started using like regularly, and I was like, if that blush can convince someone who doesn't really like blush to wear more, I definitely need it, because I already love blush. I like cake it on. This is like $25 or something. I of course will have everything popping up with the prices right here, and I'll have everything linked down below, but I'm not 100% sure. It's somewhere from like 25 to 28, but I definitely think it's worth it because it's such a unique blush. Okay, so I tried to avoid collabs. Like, obviously I have all of the Makeup Revolution Soap X. I have a bunch of Kathleen Lights and ColourPop collaborations. I have stuff from Laura Lee's brand. I have like clothing and stuff from Sisters Apparel and Lights Label. I tried to like avoid collaborations and brands unless it was not the YouTuber that did the collab that convinced me to buy it. Does that make sense? Because I have two highlighters to talk about, and one of them is a collab, but it wasn't her that convinced me to buy it. The Ofra Glazed Donut Highlighter. Now, I have mine in a little trio that my boyfriend took an adventure to Ulta to get me. Glazed Donut is the one in the middle right there, and I'm adding this in here because it was not Nikkie Tutorials that convinced me to get this. It was Sophie Louise and Sophdoeslife. They both used to use glazed donut a lot when they weren't tanned. And I had already been looking a little bit at O for highlighters because I was hearing a lot of good things from pretty much everybody. But when I saw them use it, I was like, that is stunning. I need it. And were they right? Glazed donut is like a white pearl. It's like a white pearl highlight. It is very reflective. All Ofra highlights are like super reflective, and it's the highlight I'm wearing right now. They are gorgeous. They are so reflective. They are so pigmented, and they just like melt into your skin even though they are a powder. They are such a buttery powder. Even though this is not my favorite Ofra highlight, it was the first one that I had, and I was convinced to buy this because of YouTubers talking about it. And I went with this one just because at the time it was on sale for, I think, $11. And I was like, ooh, $11. It comes with 2 other ones. Obviously the one's too dark for me, but I had 2 that were the right shade for me. And so I was like, I'm getting 2 Ofra highlighters for $11. But since then, I've discovered the Madison Miller Moondance highlighter, and that is my favorite Ofra one. It's like slightly more golden compared to this one. It's like a golden champagne, whereas this one is just like a pearlescent white. So it looks a lot better on my skin. I feel like this is beautiful, and I love to use this when I'm doing like dramatic makeup because it really pops. But if you have not tried Ofra highlights, you need to try them. They are totally worth the money. I swear I watch more than 2 YouTubers. The next thing was because of Kathleen Lights. It's the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. So I feel like this used to be a lot more of like a cult classic, like before I was on YouTube. Now I will say, I'm very fair, as you guys know. It is right there. So this highlighter doesn't exactly look like the most flattering on me. I didn't wear it today because I'm wearing that foundation that's quite a bit lighter. But if I wear a foundation that's like a little bit tanner, like maybe a little bit too dark for my skin tone, this looks so good. Like, it is such a beautiful natural glow. It looks amazing on my skin. I love it. I used to just wear it as like, not as a setting powder, but like I used to just dust it like all down this part of my face. So like my forehead, my nose, and my chin. And I would just kind of dust it over my face to give like this whole center of my face like a little bit of glow. Definitely worth it. Like, it's definitely worth a try. It just has a really nice glow. And if you have like medium skin tone, or you're just like tan, you know, not me, but like if you're tan, you would probably love this because it would probably look so good. I can only imagine how good this looks on people that have like a tanner complexion than me, or just have medium skin tone, because this would be like a perfect like everyday highlight just to like bring out some glow in your face. I would highly recommend you guys check this out. So that is the gist of the makeup that I was influenced by because of influencers. The next thing in transition from makeup to random things is another beauty product. This is something I've seen a lot of YouTubers sponsored by. There's actually 2 things I have here today that a lot of YouTubers have been sponsored by. My YouTubers have not let me down. So thanks to Sophie Louise, I got some Function of Beauty. I've been looking at Function of Beauty for a long time, probably since whenever I started watching Sophie Louise, so maybe like 3 years ago. I've been looking into it, and I finally just got it. She talks about it all the time. She has quite a few sponsored videos with Function of Beauty, and I finally just decided to take the quiz and just do it because I just wanted to. So this is my shampoo. This is my Function of Emma shampoo. And this is the Function of Emma conditioner. As you guys probably know, I've been on a bit of like a hair journey lately. You guys can probably tell I've been changing my hair color quite a bit over the last several months. And I think I'm finally like pretty happy with it. I like it being dark again. I haven't had dark hair since like high school, so it's a little weird. It's taking a little getting used to, but I think I like it. So I decided to get some of the Function of Beauty, and I was so excited to test it out, and I could tell a huge difference in my hair after the first use. I have straight hair, dry. I would consider my hair was fairly dry. My goals were color protection, hydrate, lengthen, strengthen, and volumize. And I went with the Perfection. I don't normally like strong smells, but I love when my hair smells like my shampoo and conditioner when I get out of the shower. And like once it's dry, like I love my hair to smell nice because it's always very faint. So Perfection is like a pear apple, and so these definitely smell sort of like sour apple. And of course I got them in green and pink, which I did not remember was actually the same colors that Sophie Louise got them in. That was not on purpose. I swear it was not. I got them because of Cosmo and Wanda, and like I also really like pink and green, like pastel pink and green, and like I think they're super cute. I almost got them both in green just because like the smell. I thought it would make more sense if they were both green, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get Cosmo and Wanda. I've used it 3 times now, and my hair definitely feels different. Like I could tell you that my hair feels a lot healthier. And like I feel like the shine in it is super nice. I definitely think that that was worth my money. And like yes, Function of Beauty is expensive, but if you want good hair, I think it's totally worth it. I think it's so neat that you can personalize it to yourself, and I like it, and I'm really glad that I bought it. So yeah, hey, Function of Beauty, if you'd like to sponsor me, I would gladly accept a sponsorship. I think I've only seen Laura Lee sponsored by this. Phone cases. So these are my Velvet Caviar cases. The first one I ever got is the Nude Lips one, which is one of their clear cases, obviously, as you can see. The next one I got, you guys might remember because it was on my phone case for a very long time, is this, it's like the Rainbow Marble. And then I also put a pop socket, and I also put this little metal heart on it that says Girl Power. This was my phone case for a very long time. And these cases are super protective. I think they're all $30 unless you can like find one on sale. They're $30. They're super protective, but they're also cute. Like I've had my phone for 3 years. I think 3 years. I've been using Velvet Caviar cases for at least 2 of those. And yeah, I really like them. Like they are definitely worth it. The one I currently have on my phone is the leopard print one. And then I also have a little Light Squad pop socket from Lights label, which is Kathleen's brand. I think it's super cute. I love it. And then I have one more that I haven't used yet. I bought it at the same time as the leopard print one, and I got this one on sale. And it's like the pink marble. I will eventually put this one on my phone, but honestly, I'm just so obsessed with the leopard print one. And they have 2 new ones that I really want. They have like the Cloud 9 and the Nebula case. Yes, I highly recommend Velvet Caviar cases. They're a little bit more expensive, but they protect your phone and they're super cute. So like, who doesn't want... Now, I've never tried like the drop test or anything. Not that I haven't dropped my phone. I've definitely dropped my phone, but I've never just like... I don't just like chuck my phone around. I mean, I do sometimes, like when I'm angry. Velvet Caviar is awesome, and I love all of my cases. Look at them, they're so cute. Okay, the last thing actually wasn't supposed to be part of this video. Like, I wasn't prepared for it to be part of this video at all. But I was doing my makeup, and I've got this nice zit on my nose. So I decided to put this little nose ring in, just like cover it. And when I put the little nose ring in to cover it, I realized that I bought these because of Erin Weaver, which is Laura Lee's niece, who has a YouTube channel. I saw them on her YouTube video, and then I went and bought them, like, immediately. So I'm like, I mean, how much more does it get? You bought it because of a YouTuber. I literally went and bought it right then and there. This little nose ring that I have in to try and cover my zit is actually bought because of Erin, because she immediately convinced me I needed these. It has like the fake septum piercing. It has the fake septum piercing. It has like these other little fake septum piercings, but then it also has like the little nose rings. And yeah, so I enjoy wearing these sometimes. Like, I don't wear them very often, but I think I actually like the side little like nose ring better than the septum one, which is why I bought it. But I always think, like, if I want to add a little bit of, like, jewelry to my makeup look, I've always got those. So, yeah, I just put this in today so I could cover up a zit. and want to be a part of the video. I'm also curious to see, like, what have I convinced you guys to buy? Have I convinced you guys to buy anything? I know I see your comments, and like my hair dye, the punky color hair dye, I feel like I've convinced a lot of people to buy the punky color hair dye, and some foundations that I've reviewed. I love hearing that you guys got the foundations and that you really liked them. It makes me feel so good, and it really makes me feel like people are watching my videos and that people like my videos, because just the other day this girl commented, I'll put her comment right here because it was like so sweet, that she trusts my foundation recommendations, and like that just like warmed my heart. I really appreciated that. It was so nice. Anyway, I think that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below, like, what have YouTubers made you buy? I'm so curious to know. What have they made you buy? What is the best thing or worst thing that a YouTuber has convinced you to buy? Also, while you're here, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I would really appreciate that. I post new videos every single Saturday, and I'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye!